Hi everyone, welcome to Fountain Pen Friday. I'm finally unboxing this pen by Kaweco that I've had for probably a good 6 or 7 months now. I bought it last winter by Kaweco during its launch, but I've never used it. So now that it's spring, I thought it was the perfect time to break out this pen. It's called Olivine, and it's this beautiful grass green color, kind of a brassy green. It's just beautiful. And this is also my favorite finish by Kaweco. It's like a silky aluminum finish on the outside. And then it has this beautiful contrast of the brass nib. This one is in a size medium for the tip. And the finial on the top matches this nib as well. So here I have the brass clip just to kind of give a comparison to how this green kind of compares to brass. And then here's a mint plastic clip that I use on a lot of my planners, just so you can kind of see the color differences between them. I've been storing the remaining ones of my Kaweco collection in this Monet pouch by Rickshaw. I've narrowed it down to 3. 2 all sports and 1 plastic. I got rid of my other plastic ones, but I really love these all sports. This iguana one is by far my favorite color, but it is more of a toothy matte finish. It's not as slick, silky, and smooth as the Olivine or this other one that I have. The iridescent pearl is plastic. This is the lightest of all of them. And then I decided to keep the rose gold, and she's just beautiful, and she's that same silky finish. I'm going to keep this clip and probably add a similar clip because it'll match this nib down here. I typically buy an extra clip to put on all of my pens. Some don't like it because they feel it might scratch the pen. So instead of the Monet pouch, I think I'm going to store them into this Superior Labor toolkit pouch that I've had for some time now. Just be careful when you put them in here that they don't rub against each other, because then they could scratch each other. So this comes in at 21 grams when it's empty, or 0.7 fluid ounces. So you'll see that it's just 0.1 lighter than one after you add the ink and add the clip, because all of these other pens have ink cartridges and they have the added pen clip on them. So they are just the perfect weight. I find that that's the weight for me. That's just not too heavy, but not too light either, which was my problem with some of the other plastic ones. So I've kept iridescent pearl just because that one's just extra special. But my other plastic ones I gave to a friend, and I'm switching to these metal ones. I'm going to try to use up this Ferris wheel press. Color is Peter Moss. I just have a tiny bit left in this ink sample, and I think that'll be perfect for this Kaweco pen. It does come with a blue cartridge, but I won't be using this one. Instead, I store all of my Kaweco cartridges in another Kaweco tin. And in here, I have Diamine Silver Fox. That one has 20 cartridges in it. I initially bought it for the iridescent pearl. And then the Paradise Blue, I had bought for the iguana. It's a good match. And I have this little bitty converter cartridge in here that we'll be using today. This thing is tiny. It's about half of the ink capacity of the rest of these ink cartridges. So the left is the one that came with it, Diamine's in the middle, and the other Kaweco ink cartridges, all those can be found on Amazon. I'll put those links below. So here, I do have to kind of plunge it a few times to get the air out, but also make sure that your feed is all the way inside of the ink. And since I'm working with an ink sample here, you can see that there's very little ink for me to be able to pull from. So I was able to load this little cartridge, and it's probably good enough for like a 1-hour meeting that I'll have this weekend. But other than that, I'm probably going to have to change out the ink and find another green that I love. I think I'm going to go to a cartridge as well. I just love using cartridges in these Kawecos more than the converter cartridge that comes with it. But here's just that beautiful sheen and shine, and this nib just has such a classy look to it. I love it so much. All right, so we're going to test this out on some Tomoe River paper. This is an A6 dot grid, and I'm going to add a sticker from Blue Printery. Thank you so much, Bonnie, for sending these to me. You can find her out on Instagram, and she has all these stationery enthusiast, journal enthusiast, and fountain pen ink enthusiast vinyl stickers. So not only can you put them in your journals, you can also stick them on your water bottles if you're looking to kind of show off your little fun hobby with your fountain pens onto your water bottle. These are fun stickers to use for that as well. So I'm going to attach one of her stickers to the front of this ink journal. This is my currently inked journal. I've had it for a few years now, and it just helps me keep track of what I have in each pen. And so these Kaweco pens have actually been inked up for quite some time, so we can kind of flip through the journal here and find out what those dates were and what's currently in them. So in that iridescent pearl, it's a medium nib. It has diamine silver fox, which was put in February of 2024. And then the iguana has paradise blue. It's a fine tip nib, and that one has also been in since February 2024. So we'll see how these write. Since I've been using my other pens lately, we'll be able to check on the ink flow on those. So we're now in March 2025. So I finally inked this Kaweco Olivine pen up with the ink from Ferris Wheel Press. And it is in, this is the medium nib. I think I'm having a hard time. I can't say which is my favorite. I do like the medium nib, but I also do like the fine nib. My iridescent pearl feels a little scratchier to me than all of the others. I want to say maybe that one was an extra fine, so I don't enjoy that writing experience as much, but these others, the fine and the medium, I really like. Now this is the one that the ink's been in here for a while, because February 2024, this one was even half full at that point. So it is feeling a little bit on the dry side, and there's really not that much ink left in this cartridge when I opened it up, so I'm going to go ahead and change it out and put a fresh cartridge in there. Now this one, on the other hand, by Diamine, again, this Silver Fox Diamine ink, the new cartridge was put into this rose gold pen also in February of 2024, but as you can see, it's still flowing very well. And it's writing very smoothly. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this one straight into the pouch, and we'll be able to finish out that cartridge no problem. I don't feel like it's dried out at all. I've absolutely gotten to the bottom of the barrel of my Ferris Wheel Press with Peter Moss. I may have to go and get another one of those. It's just so beautiful. So in this pouch, I make sure to clip my pens. That way they don't roll and rub onto each other, because I do not want these pens to scratch each other. So that's why I'm only going to limit it to these 3 metal ones. The iridescent pearl I'll put back into that Monet pouch. But the Superior Labor pouch is perfectly compact, fits so well in my meeting bag that I take with me on Sundays. And so I think this is what I'll be using for, the next month or so until I decide to go back to my other pens. So again, just a closer view on different angles. This is such a lovely color of green going into these spring months. If you have some Kaweco pens, tell me what your favorite colors are, as well as your favorite material. Is it the aluminum sport? Is it the plastic? Is it the brass? I'll have the links for these products posted below by Amazon. They do pay me a small commission if you choose to use those links. It doesn't cost you any more, but it does help out my channel. So thank you so much for clicking on those links below, and I'll see you on the next one.